after day.
And it was a great team effort to beat DeWanna Bonner in her return to Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Had to feel great for the fans there to see her vanquished and not playing well, and Alyssa Thomas complaining all over the floor. Bonner booed in her.
You know what's poetic about basketball karma? DeWanna Bonner learned that lesson the hard way when she returned to Indianapolis. After walking away from the Indiana Fever midseason, likely thinking she'd found a better situation, karma circled back fast. Returning to Gainbridge Fieldhouse, things didn't go as planned. The Fever, even without Caitlin Clark, rolled over the Mercury 107-101. Bonner? She got booed loudly, dropped just 4 points, and watched her replacement, Ari McDonald, explode for a career-high 2-7. To top it off, Bonner's fiancée, Alyssa Thomas, was seen taunting Fever fans, only to witness her side get humbled. The irony? The very team they looked down on showed up and made a statement. This wasn't just a regular season game. It was a message. The Fever didn't just win, they made it personal. So what lit that fire under Caitlin Clark and company? Maybe it was betrayal. Maybe it was pride. Either way, instant karma came full circle. If you agree Bonner got served the hard way, comment Instant Karma Bonner below. Let's go.
We got to celebrate beating down DeWanna the Scammer Bonner. Cheers, my friend. Cheers, buddy. DeWanna Bonner, I just want to start here. You stink. You stunk it up. You caused all that ruckus. I thought you stopped shooting threes hitting the side of the backboard when you took the Indiana Fever jersey off.
The moment DeWanna Bonner stepped onto the floor at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you could feel the tension. This wasn't just another game for Indiana fans. It was personal. Ever since Bonner left the Fever midseason despite signing a deal, fans had been waiting for this moment. From the second she checked in, the boos rained down. It didn't let up. Every time she touched the ball, the crowd got louder. The energy wasn't just about rivalry. It was about betrayal. This wasn't your usual road game. It was a confrontation. Fans who felt abandoned let her hear it, yelling "quitter" as she approached the free throw line. The hostility in the building wasn't just about basketball. It was about loyalty, pride, and unfinished business. Bonner's return turned into a reminder. You don't just walk away from a fan base and expect silence. Indianapolis showed up not just to support their team, but to hold someone accountable.
Foul on Sophie Cunningham. That is her first team second. Coming in from Phoenix, number 14. DeWanna.
The energy in the arena hit another level when cameras caught Caitlin Clark enjoying every moment of the action. Although sidelined with a groin injury, Clark was fully engaged from the bench, cheering every stop her teammates made against Bonner. One standout moment came when Lexi Hull and Natasha Howard combined for a huge block that forced a shot clock violation. Clark jumped out of her seat, celebrating like it was a championship-winning play. Her reaction wasn't just about the game. It revealed the deeper emotions inside that locker room. The message was clear. Bonner's exit hadn't been forgotten, and this team had bonded even more in her absence.
Bonner battling with Hull. Bonner turns, fades, fires, and leads it way short. Great defense there by Hull. Copper tracks it down and bounces for Bonner, who had her shot blocked. And it's a shot clock violation. Bonner walled off by Hull and then blocked at the rim. Indiana has that 5-point lead in third.
Meanwhile, Alyssa Thomas wasn't content to just watch from the sidelines. Thomas was actively taunting Fever fans throughout the entire game, getting into heated exchanges with multiple sections of the crowd. She was caught on camera telling fans that Bonner had joined a real team, completely oblivious to what was about to unfold on the scoreboard. Thomas seemed to think she was making some kind of power move, but she had no idea how badly this was going to backfire.
While the game played out, Alyssa Thomas took it upon herself to stir things up from the sidelines. She repeatedly taunted Fever fans, engaging in back and forths with several sections of the crowd. At one point, she was caught on camera claiming Bonner had moved on to a real team, unaware of what the scoreboard would soon reveal. Her attempts at defending her fiancé only fueled the fire, but as the game unfolded, the reality hit hard. Bonner scored just 4 points, shooting 1 for 4 in 21 minutes, with only a single rebound to her name. Meanwhile, the team she walked away from was dominating on every level. The same crowd she once played for was now celebrating her struggles with every possession. It was a brutal but poetic moment, instant karma in motion. The Fever didn't just win. They sent a loud message about what it means to abandon a team in the middle of its rebuild. For fans, this wasn't just a victory on the scoreboard. It was long-awaited closure.
In her return, which is to be expected, considering the circumstances in which she left, and the players that have come in for the Fever are much better than Bonner was for them. Aari McDonald has been a revelation. She was great in this one again, and Chloe Bibby looks like a perfect fit. So all in all, Fever fans have to feel pretty damn good about that win.
With Caitlin Clark sidelined due to a groin injury, doubts loomed over whether the Fever could hold their own against the third-place Mercury. Critics were eager to highlight Indiana's supposed over-reliance on their star. But Aari McDonald had other plans. McDonald, who wasn't even part of the roster earlier this season, stepped up in a major way, turning DeWanna Bonner's exit into a blessing in disguise. A standout guard from her time at Arizona, where she consistently posted double-digit scoring over 93 games, McDonald seized her opportunity. She wasn't just filling in, she was leading. Her performance not only silenced the skeptics, but also showcased the depth and grit this Fever squad is building. McDonald's emergence proved that Indiana isn't just about one star. They're a team with players ready to rise when it matters most. Aari McDonald delivered a career-best 27 points, hitting all 10 of her free throws and playing with grit the Fever hadn't seen from Bonner. She attacked the rim relentlessly, dished out 4 assists, and brought a sense of urgency that couldn't be ignored. Her speed and energy overwhelmed Phoenix's defense, proving she was more than ready for the spotlight. And this moment might just be her breakthrough.
When did you realize you had it kind of going tonight, and what kind of opened up for you? It felt like you were scoring kind of from basically everywhere.
When I seen those 2 threes go in, then I saw how easy it was, like getting into the paint. I'm like, okay, I'm converting. All right, I'm good. Like, let's keep being aggressive, or just, keep taking what the defense is.
Donald had help. Chloe BBY, on a 7-day contract, stepped up with 10 vital points, showing her shooting range and floor spacing. She even contributed defensively with a key steal, proving she was ready for the moment despite being a recent addition.
So Indiana trailing by 9, trying to pick up the pace here, and Chloe Bibby hits a 3.
Her in transition. Chloe Bibby's done this a million times in her time at Maryland and in practice.
Sophie Cunningham nailed a clutch 4-point play, finishing with 12 points. Off the bench, Dyrus Dantas also added 12, including a slick dream shake that embarrassed Alyssa Thomas and brought the crowd to its feet.
See Mitchell, she's got the 5 fouls. Austin Cunningham. Yes! And a foul! Sophie Cunningham! Give her 3, and she'll go for 4. Dantas battling, spins, fades, fires, and hits. Bibby, corner 3. Oh yeah! Cunningham.
The irony couldn't have been more poetic. Both McDonald and BBY were signed using the cap space cleared after Bonner's abrupt exit. Rather than sulk, Indiana's front office brought in players who actually wanted to wear a Fever jersey. And they weren't just stopgaps. They were competitors who embraced the grind Bonner never seemed to grasp. Possession by possession, Indiana's depth and unity unraveled Phoenix. You could see it on the Mercury players' faces. This wasn't how the night was supposed to go. Without Clark, Indiana was expected to collapse. Instead, they played with more fire and chemistry than they had all season. It was the perfect example of addition by subtraction. And just when Phoenix thought they still had a shot, Aaliyah Boston stepped up and slammed the door shut.
We gotta continue to stack, okay? We ain't got no room for sliding back, okay? We no room for slippage. Every day, there's a sense of urgency. Okay, I was proud of you guys, the way of offensive and defensive substitutions, being ready to go with that. Everybody who came in made an impact. We had 5 in double figures, damn near 7. Damn near 7. That's really, really good, y'all. I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of you. Together, 3, 1, 2, 3, together!
As the fourth quarter began, the outcome was still up in the air, but Aaliyah Boston had no intention of letting this one slip. Already putting up a strong stat line with 22 points and 12 boards, she kicked it into another gear when it mattered most. This was her moment, the kind that defines leaders and future franchise stars. With Caitlin Clark sidelined, this was the test. Could the Fever close out a tight game without their headline name? Phoenix believed they still had a window to steal the win. They couldn't have been more wrong. Boston completely took control, dropping 17 points in the final frame, including a personal 10-0 run that buried the Mercury's comeback hopes for good.